Renault, Nissan and Mitsubishi came together hoping to become the world's largest car maker. Now they're a house divided over the future of the man who created their alliance, Carlos Ghosn. On Thursday, Nissan's board booted him from its helm along with company director Greg Kelly for financial misconduct. But Renault's made it clear it won't follow suit unless it receives more evidence against them.
The fiscal situation of Carlos Ghosn in France has been checked as recent as yesterday by the service of the Finance Ministry, who told us there were no particular discrepancy to report.
Critics call the timing of Ghosn's arrest suspicious. They say that's because he was trying to merge Nissan and Mitsubishi into Renault at the behest of the French government. They say Japanese stakeholders got him fired before he could dilute their control over the company. But Nissan's chief executive's rubbishing those reports. Both the Japanese and French governments have repeatedly stressed their eagerness to keep the alliance intact. And their finance ministers met in Paris on Thursday to discuss the way forward. Analysts say staying together is the best option for all stakeholders, but they need to come up with new terms of engagement.
Clearly, Nissan has said they don't want the housemate situation to extend to being married. And so they have to find a way to share their house and share all of their expertise, because it's very necessary in terms of new automotive technology, new platform development. As I pointed out, they've got very high integration at the R&D level.
But that requires strong central leadership, something Nissan, Renault and Mitsubishi have been struggling with. A number of senior officials have left all three companies in recent months, exposing the cracks in an already fragile alliance. Mobin Nasir, TRT World.
And Mobin joins me now here in the studio. Thanks for being here, Mobin. I guess this is the sign of a first crack in that huge Renault-Nissan-Mitsubishi alliance. Do you think that partnership can survive without Ghosn?
Well, that's an interesting question, and I guess the answer to that is, do all the stakeholders even want it to survive? Look, this is a very complicated alliance. Very few, even within the company, understand it. There's always been question marks about its survival after Ghosn. And now that's happened very suddenly without a succession plan in place. Add to that these reports of the Japanese side being unhappy about losing control over management. And then you have the French government, which has said it wants to sell its holding in Renault and other companies. So it can only get uglier when there's even more stakeholders coming in. Really, it's a toss-up there.
And we know this is by no means the first corporate scandal in Japan. A recent one that comes to mind is the Toshiba accounting scandal, in which the company basically fudged its figures to make it more profitable than it actually was. But is this an attempt by regulators, you think, to, I guess, appear to be on top of the regulation of these corporations?
Far from, actually. I mean, if you look at it, there's a long list, right? There's Olympus, there's Toshiba, then you have other scandals, perhaps not accounting, but definitely about internal controls like Takata, like the emissions. And really what we're seeing again and again is that auditors in Japan seem to be little more than rubber stampers. Internal controls appear to be really non-existent until it's too late. Case in point, how is it possible that none of the directors would know how much money the chairman is taking home? Really, this reflects very badly on management controls in the country.
And it does seem quite remarkable that that was the case, doesn't it? But in terms of Ghosn himself, formal charges are yet to be laid. Do you think that they'll actually have enough of a case to move against him and issue some sort of punishment?
Well, I mean, one would hope that is the situation, that you don't pick up the chairman of such a huge company without having a case against him. So from the looks of it, it seems, yes, that there certainly will be, whether there's jail time involved or not, it seems he's history at this point as far as leading this alliance goes.
Interesting. Okay, Mobin Nasir, thank you again.